know I haven't posted in a while. I lost my phone the second week of September, the third week of September. I can't remember exactly which week, for an entire week. And then after having a very freeing week with no phone, I decided to stay social media free for a little bit longer. And then as I got back on social media, just really seeing everything on social media kind of really messed me up for a little bit. And so um, then I had a birthday, and in the time that I was feeling really conflicted about all of this, I really feel like God speaks to you through people. And so I believe that this is really where I'm supposed to be. And so I'm back on. And so here's some of the conflicting things, and I'm going to go back to sharing the other parts of the sinkhole in the next couple of days. But kind of those conflicting feelings have to do with what all was going on in the world, and this is not necessarily a political statement, although I recognize that sometimes that separation doesn't always occur. But I want to talk a little bit about what's been going on in the world, and specifically what we're seeing right now in terms of the revival after Charlie Kirk's death. And I think probably going back on social media, one of the things that kind of hurt me the most was the divide amongst Christians themselves and looking to see how everyone was really acting, and not necessarily those who are not believers, but specifically for those who are believers and yet still um, didn't behave in the Christ-like way that we would really expect. And I think that probably was the hardest thing for me. And even today, as I was at church and our pastor was talking about the different types of believers, those that believe in God, and then those that love Him, that love the Lord. And I think if we break it apart in those kind of categories, it's a little bit easier to understand. And here's the reality, okay? Despite what anybody may or may not believe, I believe that everybody has the opportunity to have a relationship with Christ. And I believe that with that relationship and with loving the Lord, that you have a deep desire to do better and be better because you want to, not because He says you have to. And so I'm going to continue on my mission to make us better leaders in our life and better leaders at work and better leaders in our home. I'm going to stay true to that, and we're going to continue to lead our lives in the way that He sees fit. And it's not necessarily about a religion, it's about being Christ centered and focusing on Him and focusing on those principles. And in addition to that, it's about being who we want to be all the time, no matter if it's in social media or at home. So I look forward to talking to you over the next couple of weeks.